My name is Pradeep Pandurangi and I'm part of the product team at IdeaForge. We look at how can we basically make an end-to-end solution using drones. A lot of people are using drones now. It has already been spoken about earlier. So I will be very fast and I will skip to the interesting part immediately. Uh, Two lines about IdeaForge. IdeaForge is India's largest drone manufacturer. Globally, we are ranked number 5 for dual use drones. And last year we have just IPO'd. We are the only drone manufacturer, pure play drone manufacturer listed on the stock exchanges. And we do a lot of flights. So the company is not new. We are 15 years old. We are one of the pioneers in the world. And that has given a lot of experience about what is the potential of drones, but also what are the pitfalls, right? So we bring that knowledge now to the mining industry, and I'll dive into that immediately. So, quick thing about our philosophy, right? When we started off at the bottom of the pyramid, building drones. So we are very good at building high performance, very reliable drones, right? On top of that comes our software. So you need to have, how do you increase the usability of drones? By making them very autonomous, right? Making the flying autonomous. Because when somebody is flying an expensive equipment, they are always a little bit fearful of what happens if it crashes. So we have a control software that makes it seamless to control, and it has all the autonomy features and safety features that if something goes wrong, it brings back the drone in a safe environment, right? So this is what we have been doing, and we have been doing this very well in the survey grade mapping and surveillance and security part of the business or in industries. But that's not enough in today's world. In today's world, there are so many different applications with drones, right? So we have now opened up our platform. So now today the drone is a platform, right? On top of that, you can put special kind of payloads, like LiDAR payloads, multispectral payloads, that can help us do advanced analytics. And I will show some examples of that in the next slides, right? But we don't stop there. The drone is just a data collection platform today, right? What is important is that what is the outcome from that data and how do we use that for decision making. And I think that was one of the topics touched upon today. And I will focus my presentation today on that layer, where it's not just about using drone as an equipment, but focusing on the outcomes and solutions that we can deliver, right? And that is a focus for IdeaForge as well, because although we have sold some numbers to the mining industry, but I feel like the real unlocking will come only when we provide the end outcome and decision making capability, right? So with our experiences, I will just show what they are and how we are looking to mitigate and unlock the next level for drone based analytics. So since the base is the drone, just quickly showcase our flagship drone, which is the Q6. DGCA has now made elaborate type certification plan to ensure that all drones flying in the country are type certified. So our drones are type certified, and we have a variety of payloads, right? So this is another, let's say, facet of drone where you have so many different kinds of drones. So we have one platform that can do everything. It can be used for security, for surveillance in day and night. So you see the different payloads for that. And that has been our forte. So our drones are used by Indian Army, CRPF, all police forces across the country. And in the mines, security is one major aspect that can be catered to. So here the data is essentially video, right? And how do we enhance the security operations of the drone? How do we make it seamless? How do we incorporate AI in that to do object detection? And I have some examples of that as well. So that's something that we are working on. And then you have the survey and mapping side of things, where you want to do mapping of the mines. This is not just the basic mining, basic mapping that has to be done, but also advanced analytics, right? Tree counting, you could do vegetation cover management. So all of that can be done using the mapping camera. LiDAR can be used on the same platform if you are interested in the terrain model. And multispectral again can give you a tree health. So this is our type certified platform which solves all different use cases with just one hardware platform. Some details about the payloads that we have, but I want to spend 2 minutes when we talk about drones. What are the important characteristics to look for on a drone hardware platform. So the first important thing is the VTOL, which is vertical takeoff and landing. Now that helps that can help with takeoff and landing in very small area. So you just need about 5 meters by 5 meters of area, and you know that kind of having a flat open area is a premium in a mine. So that is very important. Some drones they need a large area, so their deployment can be quite difficult. The second is the terrain following. So if you want to maintain ground resolution during mapping, it is very important to have the terrain following feature. Given our vast software experience, our control software has the ability to import a custom elevation model. So if we'll create an elevation model of the mine, and in the second flight we will use that custom model to do the terrain following, because the mine is a ever-changing environment, right? So what terrain you have today, next month that will be very different. So this is an important feature. And then obviously I mentioned the fail-safe. So when you have all the fail-safe and autonomy built in, there is no fear of flying. And when you buy a drone, it will be utilized to its maximum extent. So essentially it's an asset, right? The more you fly it, the more you use it, the more productivity you get out of it. Now what happens? Let's talk about for the security application. You have the drone flying in a remote area, right? But the command and control center or the headquarters is somewhere far away. How do you manage that operation? So we have something called as Bluefire Live. Bluefire Live live streams the video to any part of the world via internet, and it requires only 2 Mbps. So very low latency, very low bandwidth operation can happen. And not only the drone video, but you can also control the payload, right? So any blasting operation is happening, important that you want to monitor from remotely. This is enabled via Bluefire Live, and it can integrate directly into your VMS system that you will already have, Milestone, Genetic, all the standard ones. But you can also have an app. So if you're on the go, on the mobile phone, on iPad, you can monitor what's happening, right? So this is really revolutionary in terms of surveillance applications. So the security aspect of mines can be really enhanced using this feature. Let me show some of so whatever AI image analytics features are developed, we incorporate them directly into our ground control station. So you will see some of the things that we are working on over here in this video. Let me quickly play it. So the context here is, if you're doing security operations for a long time, just staring at the screen, you can get distracted. So the moving target indicator will highlight when there's a target moving. If you want to follow a truck, if your logistics operation you want to monitor, you can follow that. So these are just enhancements that help, again, the security operation, they should happen in a proper way and you don't miss anything, right? Some other key features I want to show, so license plate identification, right? So you see our drones are different from consumer drones in the sense that they are purpose built for long range surveillance. So you can have 27x zoom. So here you see, you can be almost half a kilometer away and see things, and you can be, from 120 meter is the legal height for flying from DGCA. From there you can read a number plate of a vehicle as well, right? So you want to monitor trucks coming in and out, you can automate the whole process of reading the number plates. And one other one is the nighttime people detection. So if at night with a thermal camera you're doing surveillance, it can, and our drones fly for a long time, an hour, more than an hour. So you can't keep staring at a screen. So here, this algorithm just highlights people in the thermal video. So if you know that, okay, at this point of time, there should be no people in this area. If this bubble pops up, immediately the security person knows that, okay, I have to go and check this area because this is a place where people should not be moving around at this time. So this was all about the security use case of how drones can be used. And IdeaForge is very strong in this. Historically, we have been selling to the security forces in large numbers. And we have also sold, but to the mapping and survey side. So Survey of India is one of the largest users of our drones. They are being used for the Swamitwa scheme for mapping villages. But that is mostly about creating orthomosaics and digital elevation models. Some of our partners, in this case Sathi Planners, they have already been using our Q6 drone for mining survey. So there also we have gained experiences, we keep in touch with them and they keep coming back to us. And these are the standard outputs that this is what is happening today, right? So we have gathered all the information of how the drones are being used, what kind of outputs are being produced. I'm sure most of you will have an idea about what's happening today. And you use a on-prem software to do whatever analytics that has to be done on these outputs. But there are several problems. So first of all, the point is there is a huge turnaround time. So it takes almost a week, 10 days to get the data from the field, analyze it, and then the information that you're getting for the analytics might be a week or two old, right? So how do we increase the turnaround time for these operations? There are many different analytics. And what we have seen is generally the drone survey is done by an external service provider, right? So today you have one service provider, tomorrow you might have someone else. How do you standardize the outputs from there, right? And they'll be giving out data, not necessarily in the right format, in the same resolution. How do you standardize these outcomes that are coming from the different service providers, right? Sometimes there are errors in data processing. So how do you automate the data collection? Right? Data storage. The amount of data is huge. If you do a lot of drone survey, it can become terabytes and even petabytes in some cases. How do you manage that? So all of that solution, all of these problems we have understood and we have come out with a solution called Flight Cloud. So what Flight Cloud does is essentially automates everything from after flying. You just collect the data from the images. The images are geotagged, sent to the cloud, and you have to create one time a pipeline that this is what I want to do with my data once it comes into the cloud platform. And the analytics will happen automatically with our different partners. So we have tied up with variety of software partners who do analytics, right from Esri, Deep Matrix, and host of international partners as well, who do analysis of stockpile, howl road, bench height, contour maps, right? So all of this workflow we are automating. So what was happening essentially, step by step at different places, it can all be done in one place. And finally, what you are interested in is in the final report, right? So once the pilot flies, uploads the images, the management will directly get a report of whatever is set up. So if you want a stockpile report, you set up that whole workflow. And once the pilot uploads it, in the morning he will fly, by evening you will have the report, right? This is what we are working towards, an entire end-to-end solution with Flight Cloud. So essentially this is what it solves. It enables quick deployment of standardized and automated workflows that result in the lowest TCO for your drone-based application. When we talk about mining, stockpile, and the actual mining operation, this is one part of it. You have to also, you can also use it for detecting encroachments, for doing land analysis. So prior to the site, if people have to be compensated, you can do that. You can do flood analytics. You can do area measurements. This is the standard stockpile report. You can do tree counting and afforestation programs. Those also have to be managed. So there are AI-based deep learning algorithms that do tree counting. So those reports, vegetation cover reports that can be generated as well. And finally, what are the benefits? You will get a very fast turnaround times. I think this is important for decision making. You don't want to be taking decisions on data that is a week, a month old, right? That is very important. And all of these analytics that you have an asset of a drone, how do you maximize that? That's the biggest, benefit with Flight Cloud for the mining companies and also for the service providers. They are looking not to make upfront investment in expensive PCs. So if they want to give a fast turnaround time, they have to invest in a lot of computational power. With Flight Cloud, they wouldn't have to do that. They are always unsure about what kind of analytics to do. So we will have pre-selected analytics for them to select from, and they can deliver faster and get payments faster, right? So this is essentially about all the different use cases with Flight Cloud. Let me quickly see if I can show you guys the platform, right? So this is the Flight Cloud platform where you can see, I would like to first start with this where you can see all the different workflows. You can explore all the different workflows from various companies that will have their analytics listed over here, and you can directly choose from here. So if I want to do stockpile from this company, I can directly go in here. I can see what workflow will happen, what are the tools that will be used. I can also see what will be the resolution requirements from the data, and I can download whatever collaterals I want to see and submit, right? Once you select the right workflow, it shows up in the workflow library. So these library will have all the workflows, automated workflows that are available to you, and you will have to create a workflow using this. Once you create this workflow, you just tell the pilot that I have this project name, please upload the data to this project folder, and they will upload it from the field, and all the analytics from then on will be automated, right? So let us look at this stockpile map that is created. So I will directly show what is available here. So you can zoom in, and this is the analytics selected over here. If you want to view the map, you can come and view the map on the platform, but that's totally up to the person. So what will be generally people will be interested in the report, right? And we can automate such that this report is directly available. Once it's created, it can be sent to the email of the relevant person. And finally, you essentially get this in an email, right? By the morning the flight is done, before evening, end of day, you will get this report. If there is a data analyst who wants to go in the nitty-gritties, they can go on the platform. But we don't want you guys to come on the platform and see these maps. These are only for data analysts. For the decision makers, what matters is the report, right? I'm just showing here what all is possible, but essentially we can automate the whole chain over there. Also, if you want to compare different times, so the same map can be checked at different times. You see here, every month the map can be updated. And all the standard analytics, you want elevation data or ortho data, and you can see the resolution. You will be able to count vehicles, see trucks. Contour map with whatever, so you just have to pre-decide what is the output you want, right? All of these analytics, elevation model, contour can be digitized in an automated way and submitted as a report, right? So this ensures that all your data is in one place, wherever you want from different sources, it can come into one place and you can maintain that over time. Your data management becomes seamless and you can actually focus on making decisions rather than solving the problems related to data management, security, and trying to refly, and all of that vendor management can be automated by bringing them all on Flight Cloud. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Thanks.